What's up, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be building a Minecraft Bedrock Wither Skeleton farm for 1.21. So if you're new here, or if you haven't already, please go like and subscribe. It really helps out. I really appreciate it, and I'll give you a second to do that. And let's get to the video. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is find another fortress. Only place that you can find wither skeletons, so pretty important. If you can, you don't have to. It's going to make your life a lot easier if your nether fortress has a little cross section like that, or like that, little cross section that's over lava. If the whole fortress is over lava, that's even better, but it doesn't have to be. So we're gonna go, I think we're gonna go with that one over there because the fortress kind of stops. So we'll go with this one because everything is mostly back behind us where most of our withers are gonna be spawning. So you want to find your fortress and then find your little cross section like this. And once you found your cross section you're gonna use, just go and place a little marker block down in the very center. It doesn't matter what kind of block, it's just temporary for now. It's just to help you know where the center of the cross section is and where we're going to build around. And once you've done that, we're going to come back by one block from our temporary one, and we're going to break out two and then two more to the left of it so that we have a 4-block hole right here in front of our temporary block. Next, we're going to get some buttons, and we're going to come to the back of our temporary block, and we're going to place 3 buttons like this along the back, and then you're going to place 2 more down the right side, and then 1 more right there on the left, so that you have it looking like this. And then we're going to make some room up here for the mobs to move around. So we're going to come to here and you're just going to break like 5 or 6 blocks here and then 5 or 6 here. And you do that for each little section, and then you'll just kind of fill it in between it until it's looking like this. And if you have walls back there, like if it was open, you do it for every side. Like this one, you would do it all the way around. If you don't have to, if it's solid behind it like this, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyway. Okay, and there we are. 5 to 6 blocks on that side too, all the way around, just to give more spawnable space and more room for them to maneuver around to get into this farm. Now we're gonna get some walls, and we're gonna kind of wrap them around the outside of these buttons like this. So you're going to want to do a row there, and when you bring down the right side, we're going to come all the way past this button and around in front of it, right up to the hole. And then for the left side, we're just going to bring it all the way down to the hole right here. And then we're going to come up in these 2 spots and place 2 more walls in the areas where we don't have the buttons, so that it should be looking like this. And now we're going to come back down to our center temporary block, place 1 more on top of that, and then a slab, and then we can break the 2 temporary blocks. And now we're going to break out the hole. We're going to dig it deeper. You need to be careful if you did do this over lava, because that would be lava and not warped mycelium. Nylium? Whatever. Wouldn't be the warped stuff. It would be lava. But you want this to be about 4 blocks down. And once you have it 4 blocks down, we're going to place a double chest down here on the bottom one, like this. And then we're going to place 2 hoppers into the top of the chest, and then 2 hoppers going into those hoppers, so that it looks like this. And now we need to go in here and we need to break out a ring around, all the way around the hoppers like this, even the corner blocks. So 1 layer up above them all the way around, and then you're going to want to break this one out too, just to make some room to place stuff. And you can fill in the corner blocks. Make sure we break out all these to get them out of the way. And then you can fill in the corner blocks. You don't have to, but you can. Makes it a little safer just in case. So now it should be looking like this. Okay, so now we're going to start placing pistons in front of the right hopper. So we'll turn and face this way. And the piston's going to go right here in front of the hopper to the right. And the same here and here. So just turn to face each direction, piston and facing the right hopper. So that it should be looking like this. And now we are going to put a redstone torch on the right side of each piston. Just like this. So that it should be looking like this. Pistons and then redstone torch on the side of each of them. And now we're going to get observers, and we're going to place an observer looking at each torch. So we want to have them looking at the torch like that, at the torch like that, like that. And you're not going to be able to get in there, so if you stand in front of the piston, you have to be on the ground or it'll place it facing down like this if you're on top. So if you stand down here on the hoppers and then you look at it and place it, it'll place the way you need it to. So you should have all your observers looking at the torches and it should look like that. And then we're just going to replace all of the blocks over the tops of the pistons, observers, and redstone torches, leaving, the hole over the hoppers for the skeletons to go into. And it should be looking like this now. And now we're going to build our way into our collection system. So come one block back from the hopper pit and dig straight down. You should go right past your observer here. Be careful if it's above lava and there's lava underneath you. And then once you get down here, you're going to want to build down a little bit. And we're going to build to a little area, a safe room to connect to our chest so that we can get our stuff out. And once you have your little room built, you're going to want to get some buttons out, and we're going to spawn proof the room so that, you don't come down here and there's skeletons or a blaze or anything like that where you don't want them to be. So we'll just throw some buttons down right here and then put some ladders down to get back out of here. And then once we're out, we need to put a trapdoor to keep that covered up so that nothing can get in there this way. Probably need to break that top ladder so that the trapdoor can go down. And then once that's down, we're going to get back in here, if I can get back in here. And we're going to break out these 2 blocks right here so that we can see this piston. And we're going to put a lever on it. And you flip the lever once you put it down. And when you do that, it should have 1 piston pushed out. And then we flip it again, and now it should be going. So we can flip it again now to turn it off. And that is the Trident killer system and the collection system for this complete. So the next thing we need to do is get a piglin in here. So for now, we're going to break one of those walls and place a temporary block right there. Put a rail in front of it. We're going to get a minecart. We're going to get a minecart onto the rail. Okay. And then we're going to get a piglin in the minecart. And get it here. And then just replace him once you have him moved in. Break all but the rail under where you want the minecart to be and replace the buttons and the walls. And you want to make sure that it's a piglin with a sword and not a crossbow. And name tag him so he doesn't despawn. And now we're going to throw our trident into one of the pistons. It doesn't have to be an impaling trident, but the higher levels of impaling will make it faster and more efficient in the farm. So when we can, we want to try to just throw our trident into one of the pistons. And then also having a sword with looting on it, preferably looting 3, will also make it more likely that you'll get skulls and make the farm more efficient as well. So while the farm is running, make sure that the sword is in your hand to apply the looting effect. And then you just turn it on, hold the sword, and it's going, killing things. And now we build the AFK spot. So you're going to want to go up about 20-30 blocks till you can see stuff start spawning, and use scaffolding to get yourself up here, and build yourself a little safety box and put in a glass floor or glass walls too so you can see around. And yeah, just build yourself a little AFK spot about somewhere between 20 and 30 blocks up. And don't forget to spawn proof your AFK area. And speaking of spawn proofing, any area that's not nether brick needs to be spawn proofed, which is why it's easier to build this over lava. There's less to spawn proof. But if you do have to, slabs will always work. You can just cover everything with slabs. It is very time consuming, material consuming, tedious, but it works. It's also the easier method to do, because the next best method is to use lava, which is a little more dangerous, but it's a lot faster. It covers a lot more area with a lot less. So you can just, spread lava buckets around, and that will also spawn proof everything. I mean, either way you go, if you don't get another fortress over lava, it's gonna take some time to do some spawn proofing, but you can do it over time. Like, it doesn't have to be spawn proof to work. Spawn proofing just increases the efficiency. So you can build it with no spawn proofing and start working it and let it run while you slowly spawn proof it as you come back to it. And once that's done, the farm is pretty much done. You can add more to it. Any other little cross sections you have around, you can build another farm on all of those. And, increase it. You'll need to adjust your AFK spot a little bit to be more centered. And, if you have like 4 of them or 3 of them all the way around, you might want to bring it like lower towards the 20 block and not the 30 block height for your AFK spot. So you'd want to center it more and have it like closer to 20 blocks up than like 30 blocks up. So if you have to, you'd center it like this, and then you'd build up your scaffolding like 20, 22, 23, somewhere around there till you can see the mobs start spawning, but not all the way up to like 30. And that's it. That's how you build the Wither Skeleton farm, and it's upgradable for however many cross sections you can get at your nether fortress. And just in this little bit of time that I've been up here already, let's see what we've got. We've got 1 in this one, and we've got 1 in this one. So we can almost fight a wither in like 5 minutes of these just going. So, yeah, that's Minecraft Bedrock 1.21 Wither Skeleton Farm. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you found it useful. Hope it helps you in your world. You get lots of wither stars and wither skull decorations and I don't know, whatever else you can do with it. I mean, I guess you also get a lot of coal and blaze rods and bows and bones and stone swords to do things with. Coal's useful, tradable. Blaze rods are useful. Bones are useful. Bows and swords, not so much, but, just extra perks and benefits. I'm sure you can find something to do with them. But yeah, that'll be it for this one. Please go like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to reach 500 subscribers in 2025. Any help is greatly appreciated. Helps me make the videos better and hopefully more consistent in the future. So, yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Have a day.